Yes, geezers, what's happening? Is it me, yeah? This is a bit random, but is it me? Or like public transport, is it getting too expensive? Because I've been out and about, yeah, since the past 2-3 days. Going Croydon back, been to more than once. And I've spent over, I topped up again today for £10. So that's about 35 quid in about 3 days. I think it's time to stop being a bus wanker and just get a car, to be honest. Or not. Because I'm going to be stuck in all this traffic. Hey guys, so I'm here in South Wimbledon, and basically I was at the mosque and then I was having a random thought. So for ages I was thinking if I should go back to work or not, find a part-time job. I'm more than welcome to go back if I was working for Domino's, but I want to try something different. So here in South Wimbledon, local where I live, there's a coffee shop that's open. So I think I'm just going to pop in there and ask if they have something available and if it would kind of be in accordance with my times, because I predominantly want to do it on the weekends, because Monday to Friday uni or find some work experience, to build something for the future. So money's not that important at the minute. So I went in there, but it turns out they're only looking for full-time work, and I'm not looking for full-time work. Gotta get that education. Hashtag make a future. But basically the Domino's I worked at last, basically I worked at Epsom for about 3-4 years, but the last Domino's I worked at was at South Wimbledon, because it was a bit closer, and one of my ex-managers, we go to the same gym, and then he invited me to work here. So I'm like a 5-minute walk away, so I'm just gonna go say hello to them. Just approaching Domino's now. Funnily enough, I think Pizza Hut's much better, but everyone begs to differ. Maybe I just had too much of Domino's in like 5 years. So I don't think he's seen me, so I'm gonna see if I can just sneak in. Mr. Chen!
Oh my friend, how are you?
Oh, I'm good, how are you?
Good to see you, man.
Look, I started YouTube vlogging.
Good to see you, right?
You gotta say hello to the
Are you right? How are you? You right?
Chen, any vacancies for my fans?
Vacancies?
For my fans?
I don't think so.
He doesn't think so. He wants me back though, always, isn't it?
Of course. The best CSR ever.
Best CSR ever, head CSR. So I was just chatting with Chen, but now he has to take the phone, so we have to be a bit quiet. Basically, this is how it works. You get the fresh dough, then all the toppings and stuff are in here. So for example, pepperoni, cheese and everything. It comes up on the screen here what someone's ordered. For example, that's a 9XT veggie, so it'll be 9 Italian base veggie supreme or veggie volcano. And then here's the oven. I am the quickest oven cutter in Europe, if not the world. I'll insert the video if I've still got it. Literally, I can cut a large pizza in about under 2 seconds.
Ready. See the speed of cutting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
He's cutting fastest pizza cutter on the earth, man. You can see him in his next pizza cutting, how he will cut. Look, man, here we go. He's choosing that box. He will put the pizza inside the box. Now just watch his cutter. Oh, God, that's great, man. Great job, great job. Now he will do third pizza.
They call me Muhammad Ali, flow like a butterfly, sting like a bee. I'm just joking. I've literally made a makeshift tripod here with, I've stacked like 2 LED summer fairy light boxes. So yeah, just trying to get that angle right, man. But yeah guys, so in this vlog, right, I thought I'd talk about the kind of whole issue of, do I study or do I go out and work, part-time work? Can the two merge together, or should I just stick to my education? Should I work, save for the future, etc.? Which one is it? And can I do both at the same time? So I started working when I was about 15 years old in a Chinese shop, and it was actually no more than one of the best places. Their chicken teriyaki. I think I want some now. But literally after 2 months, the guy that I'd replaced, he was meant to go China permanently, and he just came back out of nowhere. But I think I lost that job because mum was like, oh, why is my poor son going to work? Just stick to your football, I know at school. And literally, the guy just popped out of nowhere. So maybe there was some sort of energy travelling from my mum, landed to the guy's brain, and boom, he was back to England. But you know, and after that, right, I've been working in Domino's up until recently, until I had my second knee op, because obviously I couldn't manage it. But yeah, I worked in Epsom Domino's, and the thing is, you learn a lot. You definitely learn a lot when you go out, and I would highly recommend getting a part-time job. There's a big but we'll come to the but later. Because when you're out and about, right, you learn a lot from different people. You come across elders who have had lots of life experience, they've gone through struggle, they've tackled adversity, and they kind of give you the right advices. right? So for example, when I started first working, money's rolling in. You're getting a few hundred quid every month, sorry, because I was working quite a bit, especially during A levels. And you're like, whoa, man, like, not a sense of arrogance, but you know what? You're really proud of yourself. You're like, damn, man, I'm getting that money in. I can go get whatever I want. All my friends, they just get the little £2, £4, £5 pocket money. I'm here and I've got money. I did sacrifice a lot. Like Friday, Saturdays, I wasn't going out anywhere. I was at work because obviously with the food business, you start from 5 p.m. onwards. So sometimes I finish at 1, 2 a.m. in the morning. Then I had to be back up. Sometimes literally back to back. So it is very long. For example, an opening to close shift is from like 10 a.m. till 2, 3 a.m. because then you have to clean the shop, etc., etc. But it taught me a meaning of hard work, because you know when you first start working, it's not a sense of nervousness, but it's a sense of, oh, I want to impress. So for example, I was a CSR, so it means picking up the phone. You used to call me on a cell phone. What was that? That was such a bad Daniel Sturridge. How'd you do it? So I was picking up the phones, right? And then every time the phone wouldn't ring, I'd be like, you know what, let me just grab a brush and start brushing. Even though there was nothing to brush, I'll just be there brushing. And now I think of it, it was kind of silly. But you know what, when you're getting about £6.50 an hour, right? And sometimes you're cleaning the shop for about an hour after, it does make you realise how hard it is to earn money, because money does not grow on trees, believe me. I know you're probably sick and tired of your parents saying that, but 100% is true. But yeah, there are a lot of pros to working. Like I said, you will come across a lot of different people. You'll come across people who they don't want you to win. DJ Khaled is right. Look, the guy, sometimes you don't laugh at him, but he's right. We're going to call them they. So if I give you an example, right, you might think, I'm Domino's, what politics in a little shop? Believe me, the smaller the shop, the smaller the institution, the more politics there are, right? Because it's a small confined space, all people do, small minds, they just want to talk about people. So I'm that guy, when I start something, I do it wholeheartedly or I just do not do it, right? So I started working there, and after the phones, I kind of progressed, became head CSR, and I thought, you know what, let me learn cutting. Then I wanted to learn the slapping, which is actually making the pizza, and then topping and saucing. And eventually there were some people there that had been there for quite a long while, and they were like, you could tell they were kind of annoyed by my progress, because they were thinking, we've been here for ages, we haven't been taught these things. But the thing is, when you do something, definitely do it wholeheartedly, because you have to be proactive, go out there and make the most of it. Because in hindsight, you'll be like, I didn't make the most of that. Or, like for example, me, do I have any savings left from the time I worked, and I worked for 4 years? No, not really, no. The reason being is because when mum was coming, it was just going straight back out. Every lunchtime, every pretty much break time and lunchtime. I'm a big foodie, by the way, I'm always eating. I mean, food is life, right? So I'll be out there lunchtime spending 20, 30 quid every day. And the thing is, when you start earning first, you don't know how to handle the money. Guys, definitely save and spend. Give yourself the satisfaction, right? But also kind of stacked it on the side for the future. Because before you know it, right, all that money is gone. Because when you're first earning it, you kind of start making things necessities that aren't necessities. So yeah, those are all the kind of pros, right? Now, the cons. The cons are, you won't have your Friday, Saturday. You won't have your downtime with your friends. You might even start having mood swings, really, because you're kind of getting deprived of all the things you're kind of used to in this kind of pursuit of money. And once that money comes in, it can also get to your head, because that's maybe what all you're seeing now is just money, 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 and you don't really see anything else, and your attitude changes. Not a sense of arrogance, but a real sense of pride, like, oh, I'm out there, I'm doing this. Especially if you're 16, 17. I'm 19 now, so it's a bit different as you progress and you get a little bit older. And another thing is, right, the key thing is education. Your parents probably told us all the time, but education is the key. Major key alert! Education is what's going to land you those six-figure jobs, yeah? I've done work experience, because during my sixth form time, I got into UCL Pathways to Law, and I learned a lot. I've done a lot of work experience. I worked with Ed Miliband's wife, Justine Miliband. I shadowed her for mini pupillage. Not directly her, but she was there and I met her. So I've done a lot of things, and the thing is, you have to broaden your own horizons, right? So while I was in Domino's, my brain was kind of shrinking, right? All I saw was, okay, you know what, Yusuf, your future is, you stack this money, you stack this 650, you go and buy a franchise, and la-di-la-di-la, life's good. But that's because you're around the people that are telling you those things. Because that's as far as their mentality goes. Their mentality just goes as far as 650, stack, 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 and then I'm all of a sudden become a millionaire. That is not how the reality works. There's so many other external factors that will affect your progress. But the thing is, What you can control is your education, right? That is with you. That is with your brain, that is with your hard work. So if part-time working is impeding your education or hindering your progress, do not do it, right? Yeah, you might have to go cinema one less time, or you might have to eat out 1 time less a week. You might have to invite your friends around your house, and it's a bit embarrassing when your family's there and they're having to cook. But hey, if it means that in the future you're landing that 6-figure job, then believe you me, it's worth it. Because I'm at King's College, right? So when I'm out and about in London, and you see different things, as soon as I kind of get to Embankment, so I get off at a station called Temple, right? And that's where I did my mini pupillage around there, but all the kind of barristers are there. So you get on the train, you're seeing these Rolexes. Rolexes, that someone might have 3, 4, 5, 6 of, so someone's watches are worth as much as a Domino's franchise. But the point is, that's how you broaden your horizons. You have to kind of look out for things, you have to look out for new opportunities, you have to visit different places, you have to come across different types of people, and you have to see and filter out what's good for you. Because sooner or later, your friend, you know how they say your friends are a reflection of you, will turn into how your friends are. So if your friends are out and about and they're proactive, that is how you'll be. So, but then again, you know what? Everyone knows themselves. You know yourself. You know if you can hack education and work. But education should always take priority in my eyes. Because that's what's going to land you that real success. Because education is what's going to open up doors for you. So when you're at sixth form, especially when you go to uni, make sure you socialise. Someone once said the best thing a degree can teach you is how to socialise. Because you're going to come across different types of people, you're going to come across people with connections. I'm not saying go out there and be a hunter and just hunt for people that have connections or someone rich or this and that. No. Because that's not how I work. I work on how someone treats me. You got a good heart, you treat me with respect, that's how it works. But all I'm saying is keep your eyes out, right? Because we're humans, we're all going to benefit each other. It's a give and take relationship, right? Even your best friend, you have a good time together, which is why you have that bond. So I think for me, Costa Coffee, they only wanted full-time workers. I think in hindsight, it's a good thing because it will mean that I can focus more on my recovery, I can focus more on my education. Yeah, I am dipping into my savings, and that's why I kind of thought, you know what, let me go out and search for some part-time work. But if it means that in the future, if me working means that I end up with a 2-2, which basically means 50k gone down the drain, and there was no point in me going uni, then you have to weigh things up. But like I said, guys, you know yourself best, listen to you, and go accordingly. Some of us can work 7 days a week, still do education. Some of us can only work 5 days a week and not do education. But build for your future, do things that tomorrow is going to thank you for. Peace.